Michael Cook, our very own movie critic, is here to give us two new movies. We have, what did we say? A Tangled Up in the Web of Madame Web, and we're looking to get upgraded.
Yes, two new movies. Madame Web is first up to talk about. It's playing at theaters, just opened today. This, of course, is part of the Marvel universe. I think it's number 3048 in the Marvel universe.
49.
49, okay, I got a mistake there. So here Dakota Johnson plays the title character. Starts off, she's a young woman. It's set in 2003. She is an EMT. And there's something that happens to her. She's in a bit of an accident, and her superpowers begin to emerge because it turns out when her mom gave birth to her, at the moment of birth, she was bitten by a magical spider in Peru, giving Dakota Johnson the power to see into the immediate future. And she sees all these things and slowly realizes she has a superpower, and learns and sees that there's a man who's trying to kill 3 innocent teenagers, but she doesn't know why. But she acts instantly to save these 3 young women, played by Sydney Sweeney and a couple of other stars whose name, young up-and-comers whose name escaped me for the moment, all the while trying to keep them from this villain who turns out was involved in her mother's death many years ago. Like all action movies, there's a bunch of CGI scenes and action and explosions and so on and so forth. Although this movie is just slow, bland, and boring.
Whoa!
The dialogue is so bad, like you can feel, like it hurts you when you hear it. Like your ears, like I can't believe I heard that clunky line.
Man. That's
when you know the writing is not good. Dakota Johnson does, I think, do a fine job as a reluctant, I guess, superhero. But this movie does not serve her well because it doesn't feel like there's any real stakes. You kind of feel like, are they going to kill off one of these beautiful young teenage, girls in this movie? Are they going to kill off Dakota Johnson? I mean, it's not a spoiler alert to say you're probably going to know what's going to happen. So it felt like there was no stakes. The script was bland. The pacing was too slow. So very disappointed in this film. I have to give it a 6 out of 10. So low. Other people have given it lower, but like I said, Dakota Johnson does a good job, but not served well by the movie.
What did the MCU do to you? Right?
They made 4,039 movies. I got tired of them.
All right, let's get upgraded now.
Upgraded, premiered recently on Amazon Prime. Camila Mendes, she's a woman working in the art dealership world. She's trying to get ahead and trying to make it. She works for Marissa Tomei's character, who's a very exacting, very perfectionist boss, very demanding. Camila Mendes gets an opportunity to go to London to work with her boss and her other assistants, and by happenstance, she gets upgraded into first class, and of course meets a handsome young man played by Archie Renault. She tells some lies and says, she actually says, I'm the big boss at the gallery, and has to try to keep up this lie while all these other things going on. It turns out the young man's mother has a big-time art collection she's trying to auction off, and her company's trying to get it. So there's all these moving things of comedy of errors, and she's trying to keep her head above water all while trying to get ahead. These kind of movies, Amazon Prime and Netflix kind of churn these out, these kind of romantic comedies, and sometimes they're kind of not great, but this one is one of the better ones. It's really helped by Marissa Tomei's fantastic performance and Lena Olin. So, it can be a little bit predictable, but it's still, I thought it was funny. I thought it was well done, and I love seeing Marissa Tomei and Lena Olin in their roles. So that really made it for me, which is why I give this film an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. I mean, it's a rom-com. You know what it's going to happen. It's predictable, but they did a good job.
I wonder if the attractive young woman is going to end up with a handsome young man. I wonder.
It
I don't
never
know.
happens.
I don't know what's going to happen there. But still, it's still a fun thing to watch.
This came out of left field. I didn't see this happening at all. All right, thanks, Michael. We'll be right back.